Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and I hope you are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I have another offering from Fire Maple. I'm very excited about this one. This is the Mars Radiant Stove System. So here's a nice picture on the front of the package. If we go to this side, you can see that there's a nice detailed itemized description of everything that you'll find in this package. So if you get confused about what any of these items are, you can locate what number it is and then look up here and find out what that item is. So I think it's really cool that they break it down right there for you. They give you a nice diagram to look at. So on the back of the package, you can see that there are the specifications of this unit. This is a cooking system that you can take camping. This is built for expeditions, and you can use it for trekking. And it's made out of a series of different materials. There's aluminum alloy, stainless steel, silicone, and I think brass in here. It gives you unfolded and folded dimensions, and it also gives you a liter volume of the pot itself. So the pot is 1.25 liters. That's 42.3 United States ounces. This puts out 2,100 watt hours, or 2.1 kilowatts of performance, 7,165 BTUs, and they say that you can boil 1 liter of water in under 3.5 minutes. That is fantastic. Now the weight of the unit, 732.6 grams, or 25.84 ounces. And it says right here, outdoor use only. They don't want you getting carbon monoxide poisoning. Now right here, there is some information if you want to find any of the social media platforms for Fire Maple. And then if we look at the other side of the package, there's a nice picture here, and it says infrared radiant heating, wind resistance. These types of systems are extremely fuel efficient systems. You can get very good performance out of systems like this in alpine conditions. Pressure regulator valve maintains constant burner output under various environmental conditions. And then right here it says extra pot stand allows cooking with alternative pots. Right here, that's pretty cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and see what's included in this package. Now these systems I'm very excited about because they're windproof. They use an infrared type radiant heating to boil your water. It's just fantastic. And the fact that they mentioned that this unit has a pressure regulator, that's definitely an added plus. So the first thing that we see here is the user manual. We'll look through this very quickly. Looks like everything nests together very nice. And then of course more social media, and it's talking about instruction manual here. So we're going to look at English. You can see that this is multiple languages right there. This is the English portion. Again, there's that parts breakdown with the list showing you what everything is. And pretty simple as far as the instruction manual is. There's lots of different languages. And then right here, how to use. Talks about that right there briefly. And then cook with alternative pots. A little bit of information there. And then they give you some pictures to look at, showing you how to set it up and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. What's really nice about these types of systems is they use a remote canister type of system. So the cool thing about that is they have low center of gravity. You don't have to worry about pots tipping over and stuff like that. Look at the bottom of this. You can see the very nice heat dissipating fins. So this is going to take that radiant heat and it's going to distribute it very, very efficiently. and the exhaust heat comes out of these ports. This is just really nice the way they've done this. Very, very efficient. I think it's going to work extremely well. Now we have these little handle here. We're going to just push it together and pull the handle off. We'll pull this off, and then you can see that there's a nice little rubber coating on there. The lid has a silicone type rubber type handle on it. That's cool. I like the fact that it's a clear lid. This is going to cut down on the weight. And I didn't even mention this mesh bag. This is pretty nice. Very high quality bag here that comes with the unit. And it says right there, your mobile kitchen, fire maple. Now let's just go ahead and dump this thing out upside down. And again, you can see the 1.2 liter pot. There's graduation markers. I really like that they did that. That is fantastic. So you have half a liter, and you've got 1 liter, you've got 32 ounces or 16 ounces, and then it has a max fill line. They put it there so that you don't boil over. But this is wonderful. I like the little koozie that they put on here. This is going to keep that heat from transferring into your hands if you want to take this off while it's hot. So what else does it come with? Looks like we have a bowl here. This is the Triton bowl. Very nice, very high quality. It's got a contoured edge on it, so that's probably going to nest right on a fuel canister. And the next thing that we see here is the burner itself. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a remote burner. And it already has the pot stand on it that comes off, so if you want to use a conventional pot, you can. You can put this little stand on there and use a standard pot. I think that's cool. Very cool. Let's take a look at the way it all sits together. It's, wow, this is put together very nice. The quality of this looks very nice. These legs just fold out. Gives you a nice wide platform that distributes the weight and stuff of this unit, and the pot would just sit right on there. It doesn't lock in or anything, it just sits right on there. The little grooves match up and it just lines right up. That is fantastic. I like that. You could just set that on there. And then over here, this fits a standard Lindale fuel canister. And then of course, we have this little aluminum tag here. Feel free to read that if you wish. And then on the other side, there's more information there. What these Radiant style burners do is they mix the air and fuel inside the burner itself. So the fact that it does that, if you got heavy crosswinds or something coming through, it does not affect the performance of this system. I think it's just a really, really cool system. The flame is fully enclosed and it protects it from the wind. You just set your pot on there and the heat exhaust comes out of these ports. This integrated cooking system easily transfers that heat from this Radiant burner to the pot very efficiently. And again, they claim that you can boil half a liter of water, that's 16 ounces, in under 2 minutes. They say a minute and 40 seconds. And they say that boil time is even in extreme conditions. One thing that I like a lot about these Radiant burners is they are very quiet. So we're going to take this fuel canister, and as you can see, it has the fire maple tank cover. This is beautiful. This is made out of genuine leather. This is cowhide here, and it weighs 50 grams or 1.7 ounces. The dimensions of this, it's 2.5 inches tall or 4.3 inches wide. Very cool. So that's 65 millimeters tall and 110 millimeters wide. Very nice because it'll protect your fuel canister, and it'll also keep it a little bit warmer in cold conditions. So we'll turn this valve off. We will thread this on. Okay, I'm going to fire this up. I'm going to just turn this fuel on just a little bit. There, it's already on. You can't see it, but it's on. I can feel the heat from it. That thing is on. So now I have 32 ounces of room temperature water we're going to put in here. We're going to let that burner heat up, and we'll set this on. This is 32 ounces, And now we'll hit that start button. We'll see what kind of time it takes to boil this 1 liter of water. And I'm already at a small boil. So it looks like the boil times that they predict are pretty close to what they say on the packaging. We are at 3 minutes and 29 seconds. And let's stop the time. We are at 3.5 minutes and we have reached a heavy rolling boil. Look at that. That is fantastic. Wow, that thing performs very well. Look at that radiant heat. That is super cool. The pot just sits on there. What I really like about this pot, this lid rather, is you can grab the lid because of this silicone, this rubber here, and it doesn't hurt or it's not hot to the touch. It's very nice. And as you can see, the steam comes right out the side ports like it's supposed to. It's very efficient. And we were able to boil 32 ounces in under 3.5 minutes. We're at a very heavy rolling boil. That just worked very well. That radiant burner is fantastic. I like that thing a lot. So I want to show that we can use a standard pot. So we'll take this little pot stand and we'll put that on the burner. Need a stick or something to push it on. There we go. Now we have the pot stand on. Set the pot on there. I like that you can do that. Start the time and we'll see what happens. How long does it take to boil 32 ounces of water with a standard pot? Let's go ahead and put the lid on. Beautiful rolling boil using a standard pot and a little over 5 minutes, but that's not bad. You know, the fact that we can do it using a standard pot, and these legs have plenty of width to them to hold this 2 liter pot. So just the fact that you can do it using a standard pot, I think is absolutely fantastic. So we'll go ahead and shut this thing down. We'll set that back there. This bowl is capable of holding boiling water. So you could put boiling water right in that bowl and it's not going to hurt the bowl at all. So no problems there. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this burner. Let everything cool down. This bowl, it does a good job. It's a thick bowl and it will house a fuel canister right in the bowl. So that is wonderful. That will protect the fuel canister from scratching the inside of the pot. I'm noticing that this unit takes a little time to cool down. It's hot, but that's because it's a lot of stainless steel and stuff on there. It's just gonna take a few minutes to cool down. My final thoughts on this is absolutely fantastic. This is a nice system. It did take a little bit of time for this to cool down. This bowl, I did measure it. I filled it with water and I poured that water out into a cup with graduation markers, and it holds 16 ounces to the top. So this is a 16 ounce bowl, and the nesting system of this is very nice. So you can see that the fuel canister fits very nicely in the bowl, and you got that little concave there. So to put all this together, you'll basically fold these legs down, twist this cord around and stick it in here, something like that. There we go. So the way it goes is you put the stove down in the bottom first with the feet towards the bottom of the stove, and you have the little concave portion right here, and what will happen is this bowl concave will match with that concave, and you can set your pot support in there, put your lid on the top. Let's see, this might need to come off. There we go. And get these arms here to fold, and now you have a complete nested system ready to go. You put it in your pouch here, which is a very nice pouch, and I'll just put that plastic thing in there. If you have a spork or a wooden spoon or something, you can put that in there, but this is the system in its entirety, and I'm very impressed with the way this thing performed. I want to say thank you guys for watching this video today. I hope that you got some good useful information out of it. If you're interested in this Fire Maple Mars Radiant Stove System, I will put a link in the description box down below. With all that being said, folks, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.